Hey class, this is your art teacher. So I'm gonna make a quick video, try to keep this quick, on what your mouthpiece should look like, how it should be shaped, and then also the opening right here. So I'm gonna show you some examples of like good and then not so good so that you guys can watch these in class. You can get your student computers and you guys can rewind these this video if you need to. Okay, so just quick review. We have already made both pinch pots. Okay, put them together. The inside is hollow. You got that hollow cave, that hollow sphere on the inside, and then we laid this flat on the table. We attached the mouthpiece. Okay, like that. So if your mouthpiece from here, inside here, if your mouthpiece is not flat right there, you're gonna have a difficult time getting the air that you blow through to split. When the air, I'm gonna point with this paper clip, when the air hits this, sorry about that, when the air hits this right here, this bevel, this slant in the clay, when the air hits that, it's gonna split and it's gonna make your whistle sound, okay, like this. Okay, so that's that whistle right there. Okay, so with a regular popsicle stick, okay, like this is the width of a regular popsicle stick. It's broken off, but this should be no more than two of those. So if I stuck two popsicle sticks together, that should be no more than the width of two popsicle sticks. Okay, and this one's actually pretty thin, so that's going to work a lot better for you. Okay, so I'm going to compare that one with this one. You're going to notice that this is a lot wider. This one right here is a lot wider. This one, I have to use more air to do the same thing as I'm doing with this one. Okay, so I would suggest for this one right here, I made this one in 2018. This one I made in 2014. Okay, so this one, I'm going to let you hear what this sounds like. And that one, I definitely have to take a lot more breath. It takes a lot more air to get the noise, to get the sound, okay, to get the whistle, okay? So if, so students, whoever's watching this, if you're having a hard time right here, and this is a smaller stick because mine has already been fired in the kiln, and so it has some shrinkage, and so the normal popsicle stick is not gonna fit in there. So I'm just gonna use this one as an example. When you put your popsicle stick back in there, okay, when it's still soft, it's going to be about leather hard, raw clay, plastic to leather hard, you're going to get you a scoop of clay, put it down in there to try to minimize the amount of space that's right there. Okay, so that's got a little bit too much space.
Good morning.
Oh, goodness.
All of those.
Okay, so we're continuing. Sorry, announcements came on. Okay, so this one right here, the opening right here, that is a little bit too much, okay, versus this one. This one's going to be much better. This is a much better choice right here. This one is a little too wide, okay? I'm going to play this one for you so you can hear the sound. That takes a lot of breath, and again, like a lot of these I've experimented with to see, this one I made in 2024, to see if I could change the notes of it, if I could change the sound of it. So this one, with these sticks right here that we have in the classroom, you can see that this is pretty wide. Yeah, I mean, it's the width of that. I would definitely not do the width of this. So you put it in there and turn. Start with a thinner one, put it in there and turn, and make sure when you turn it, sorry, my focus has gone crazy there, make sure that you're not wibble wobbling it around everywhere. Okay, you just want to turn it like that. Okay, so that's another one. That one's a little bit too, that one's still a little bit too wide. Okay, and there's this one. Okay, so this is a good one. This one's already been fired. Okay, you can hear that it's already been fired. This one has not. This one's very fragile. I'm not going to tap this one because I don't want it to break. You can see right here, speaking of breaking, you can see right there a crack. moved a table, and I did not realize this was on the crack of the table. And because I had some different ceramic supplies there, and it fell through the table crack and it broke. And so I put some E6000 on it, E3000, 6000, whatever. Anyway, some good sturdy glue on there and fixed it, and it still whistles just as well as it did. Okay, so this one right here, got the holes in it, finger holes in it already. If you were having a hard time getting it to whistle, okay, again, you got to make sure that this bevel is correct. And also, if you have any clay down in there, like right down through there, if you have any clay that's inside of this opening, let me put my paper clip in there. Right down in here, right down there, if you have any clay that's down in there, that should look hollow, okay, like a cave. There should not be any clay right there. And hopefully my video camera can capture this. Anyway, and then this bevel should be really good right there. This should be no wider than a popsicle stick. Okay, let me play this for you guys so you can hear the sound of this one. And that one sounds like kind of a minor key. I don't know exactly what key this is in, but I mean, I can definitely leave it that way, or I can try to clean it up a little bit so it sounds more like a C scale, I would say. I'm not perfect at all the scales, but I know just enough to figure it out. I mean, figure out which. I'll pull a piano in here, and we'll put our fingers on the keys and then match it up with the whistle. Anyway, this is a pretty good opening right here, not too wide. Okay, this whistle right here is real successful. This whistle, you can see the depth of it right here is just a little too deep. And again, it still makes a noise, it still makes a sound, but it just takes a lot more breath, okay? So let me let you listen to this one. This one's definitely a thumbs up. This one works well. So that's a really successful whistle, okay? So the fingers, once you get all this to play, just one note, okay, one little toot of the whistle, then you'll hold your fingers on the whistle to determine where the finger holes go. So if you don't have any holes in here yet, hold it like that. You should very comfortably be able to lift your pointer finger and your middle finger, and then comfortably put that down and not drop your whistle. Okay, so that's about where your finger holes go. And then I always put the finger holes behind this opening in the whistle, okay, behind the opening in the whistle, okay? Now, let me backtrack a little bit for those of you who, and I should have said this first, but if you need to remake the whistle, the mouthpiece, okay, this is the mouthpiece on the whistle. Let me get a smaller one because that one's too wide to go in. This one's already dry. To let this dry, so this one's bone dry. So I'm gonna put that in there. And then, so how do I determine where this hole's gonna go? So I look at where the mouthpiece meets this right here, this hollow open pinch pot area, the dome part, and I make sure that this opening, when I carve into that, okay, is going to go down into, excuse me, I'm going to go down into that dome area. You don't want to put a hole right here and then it goes into the mouthpiece of the whistle. It's not going to work for you. So I want to go back so that it's just on the inside of this dome right here. So yeah, about like that. And it can be a little bit further back or a little bit further forward, but you don't want it too far back because you've got to, get your finger holes in there. Anyway, if we take this just step by step, if you are watching this and you're going to do this with your students, and if you take this just step by step, they'll be able to get it. So we have our slant right there, okay, our beveled part right there, where the air cuts through, and then the air splits right there. Again, you don't want too much space in this opening. The edges, oh, sorry, I made my camera hit my tripod. The walls of this should be vertical up and down. These walls, sorry about the focusing issue, the walls on this side and this side should be straight up and down. This right here should be the only angled area. Okay. Okay. Anyway, and then we'll be very careful with it. I'll write your initials on it, and I'll write your grade on there. Anyway, so good luck. I hope this quick little tutorial helps. Just remember not to have that opening right there too wide. Okay. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope your whistle's successful. Bye.